Welcome, everybody. My name's Esther Kraft. I'm the program manager for Tri-Cities Hispanic Council, and we are so grateful to have all of you with us here today as we join in this celebration of awarding $81,000 in scholarships to our Tri-Cities Hispanic students. In addition, we are excited for you to hear from our students as they share their stories, their challenges, and their triumphs. Lastly, we also have a very special presentation at the end of our program in memory of one of our beloved students. So please continue to enjoy your meal and the company around you, and we'll resume shortly. Thank you. I'd like to take this time to provide you with a brief snapshot of Hispanic Council highlights from the past year, including our students, just so you can see some of the things that we've been up to and some of the work that we are doing and continuing on with. And I'd like to start with our outreach to the community, specifically CMSD schools, kind of our target here, but there are other schools that are invited. But we do host an annual Hispanic Education Conference where we reach out to our CMSD schools, and it's basically a Tri-C immersion day. So we have, but it's customized to our students. We have this snapshot that you're looking at now is from our career fair, so we had 17 to 20 disciplines. And it wasn't a walk from table to table, but really more of a mini presentation at each table so that students can get an idea of maybe some areas that they might be interested in. So in addition, this day has a couple of workshops, financial aid workshop, Career 101 workshop. We have a speaker, a tour, and a lunch. So again, a Tri-C immersion day. We are going to continue on with this work as well in the next year. Of course, we're very blessed and fortunate to have our endowment and all the wonderful donors that are here today for our scholarship. We're very fortunate, as you can see, in 2018, we awarded $70,000 to 72 of our Hispanic students, and this year, in 2019, we are awarding $81,000 in scholarships to 109 Hispanic students. So we are very grateful and thankful to, again, our donors and to our students for your hard work. We had a tremendous, this was probably the first, well, in the last 10 years, when the review committee actually looked at the applications, we had some of the highest GPA levels that we have had in 10 years of students being eligible. And so that's why our foundation worked with us to make sure we could stretch it out to award as many students as we can. So again, we're very grateful to have that support. In addition, I kind of look at this as really what sets our area apart from maybe others who do this same type of work, and that's our case management, our day-to-day students coming in, walk-ins, appointments, phone support, and email support. It's what we do every day, but it's also what helps us build our relationships with our students. In addition, we do have fun in the Hispanic Council, and our students have fun. We celebrate our culture and our heritage annually on our different campuses. This past year, which we're going to continue again this year, we actually partnered with the Student Life Department. And what that actually did for us was made some more services and programming available to our students when we celebrate. And so we were able to do things like, Mexican tissue paper flower workshop and a Latin food demonstration, music, all sorts of things. And so our money goes a little bit further when we partner, and so we're going to continue to do that again this year. In addition, for any of you who might be new to this event, the Hispanic Council is a number of two, small but mighty. Myself and my partner, Sylvia Royal, is sitting over here. And so we really we have a group of, I'm going to say about 20 dedicated Tri-C employees who make up our Hispanic Council membership in terms of supporting us. And they support us in our events that we have whenever we ask. They support us financially and with their time. And so if we have any Hispanic Council members, if you wouldn't mind please standing so we could recognize you, because we certainly couldn't do all these things with just Sylvia and myself. So we've got a number of Hispanic Council members back here. Magda's a member. We've got him back here. Thank you very much for your continued support. In addition to our meetings, we have a lot of partnerships, and these kind of fluctuate depending on what we're doing in the year. This has been kind of a long-standing one, and that is a partnership with CMSD schools, specifically Thomas Jefferson Newcomers Academy. So this snapshot is from around 60 high school seniors, all multilingual, that were students. And again, we did a Tri-C immersion, but keeping in mind the fact that all of these students are multilingual speakers, a lot of them start off in our Tri-C ESL program. We partnered with our ESL faculty with this immersion day, as well as our testing center. So we kind of covered all the bases on getting all these students ready to enroll in Tri-C, and it's a nice feeder for us as well to the college. So this is a wonderful relationship. Sylvia started that relationship years ago, and it's continued, and the student groups continue to get larger and larger. Another partnership that we've had for a long time and will continue is with Esperanza. This snapshot is a group of our Esperanza, they have a leaders program at Esperanza, but these are Tri-C students. So these are our students who also took part in the leaders program with Esperanza. And we also will continue our partnership in terms of helping them with their scholarship luncheon, as well as our up-and-coming Access Center, which will have select programming from Tri-C right on site at Esperanza. So we're very excited about that. More to come on that. In addition, we have community partnerships. One of recent, I guess in the past year, and we continue on, is the Spanish American Committee. And so we partnered with them. There was a need for the clients that they serve. Our winter time last year, they actually did not have enough coats for the clients that they were serving, so they reached out to us, and Tri-C faculty, staff, administrators, students all pitched in and collected. We collected new and gently used clothing, and that went directly to Span Am, and all of those coats were given out. So we were very happy to do that. We'll continue that partnership with Spanish American Committee as well. And last but not least, this is a snapshot of some of our Hispanic graduates and scholarship recipients from Tri-C this past May. This is, this is a day that Sylvia and I look forward to. It's an annual thing that we try and get as many people that we can who are available to come, and this is the end result. This is the celebration. This is what we look forward to seeing the students, and so it's a great little thing that we do, and something that we wanted to share with everybody here too, to just see what you have to look forward to. So. That is all on the snapshot that I have. And now it is actually my pleasure to bring to the podium our Vice President of Development and President of the Tri-C Foundation, Ms. Megan O'Brien.
Thank you, Esther. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Tri-C Foundation and our 65-member board, it's my pleasure to be here today to celebrate the achievements of so many of our Hispanic scholars at Cuyahoga Community College. We welcome you and your families, and we're so very proud to play a role in supporting your success. Over the past 5 years, more than 600 students have benefited from the Tri-C Foundation Hispanic Scholarship, receiving over $425,000 in scholarships made possible by our generous donors that Esther referenced. I'd like to extend a special welcome to the donors who have joined us today, many employees of Cuyahoga Community College, as well as Foundation Director Nikki Jaworski from AT&T and her colleagues. If you guys could please stand, that would be wonderful. Diane Talabou, Doug Brooks, Tina Marshall, and Michelle Vandal. Thank you so much. AT&T is not only a donor, but truly a wonderful partner in designing programs and opportunities that are going to help our students be as successful as possible. So thank you so much for working alongside all of us here at the institution to ensure that we have more students cross the stage at graduation. So ensuring that Tri-C students have the skills they need to succeed in achieving their dreams is a priority of the Tri-C Foundation. And just 1 month from today, each one of you will continue along the path to completing your degree, and then you'll move along your journey to either start a career or transfer to a 4-year university and beyond. And as you move along your path, I want you to know that the Tri-C Foundation and Cuyahoga Community College are behind you, and we value each and every one of you as an essential and talented member of our community. Each one of you has the power to lift our neighborhoods, to grow our workforce, inspire those around you to achieve education like you are, and to change the future of this community to one that is more prosperous for every single resident in our region. So the foundation is behind you as you move along this journey, and we're so proud of you. In addition to the scholarships that you'll be receiving today, you'll each be receiving a Barnes & Noble gift card as a small token of our appreciation for the work that all of you do and to help with some of your expenses of books and things like that as you continue along your journey here at Tri-C. Tri-C, as you know, has one of the largest college enrollments of Hispanic students in the state of Ohio, a population that has grown by more than 30% since 2010, with approximately 1,700 Hispanic students enrolled the past academic year. And even more importantly, the Hispanic student graduation rate at Tri-C has increased by 1,000% over the past 5 years. Round of applause. And this is a testament to the hard work of our students, but also of the Hispanic Council. I just want to say a heartfelt thank you and congratulations to Esther and Sylvia and the Hispanic Council members who work so very hard with so much passion, love, commitment, and dedication to helping our Hispanic students succeed. You guys are amazing, so congratulations and thank you. Amazing. So students, congratulations on your success and best wishes for a bright future as you follow your dreams. I must say, don't forget that all of you when you move along, you are an alum of Cuyahoga Community College, so stay in touch with us as an alumni. We want to maintain that contact and continue to work together to support our students. With that, I'd like to bring my colleague to the stage, my colleague and friend, Nikki Jaworski, to join me at the podium for a special presentation.
As Megan mentioned earlier, I have a few of my colleagues here, and I'm so grateful that they're here to join us today. The last couple years, I've attended this event, and it's always my favorite event in the community. And I'm glad that they're able to share in your success today and to wish you good luck as you embark on this school year that is ahead of you. We expect great things from you, and we're counting on each and every one of you. So it's my honor and privilege on behalf of my fellow employees of AT&T to present the Tri-C Foundation with a gift of $50,000 to go toward the Hispanic Student Scholarship. There's one more. Kate's got one more.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
I'm a little shorter than. Okay, every once in a while in our office, we meet a student who is what I would call spilling over with motivation in terms of completing their education. And I must admit that I just want to bottle it up somehow so I could spread it around to those who just need a little bit of it. Jose Colon is that student. I always look forward to seeing Jose because he is often so enthralled with what he is learning. Not to mention, he also has a big heart. and has been known to help other Spanish-speaking peers in class because he says he remembers how hard it was for him in the beginning. However, my most memorable attribute of Jose is his perpetual positive attitude, and after you hear his story, I think you will agree that together his motivation and positivity have made all the difference. Please help me welcome Jose Colon.
I'm a little taller than that. Sorry, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jose Colon Nogueras, and I'm originally from a small but beautiful town in Juana Díaz, Puerto Rico. Although the external beauty of the town looked like the postcard, the lifestyle was ugly and dangerous. I grew up surrounded by drug, violence, poverty, and every day was a struggle just to get something to eat. Life in Juana Díaz was never easy for my siblings and I. My father died when I was 9 years old, and when I was 11 years old, my mother abandoned us. I basically grew up without parents, but we still had people that cared for us. Like my brother, which he was the only person or only father figure I had in my life. Eventually, we were put in foster care, and we were separated to different homes due to the Puerto Rican system. So needless to say that when I think of my hometown, I have more negative than positive memories. At the age of 18, I felt a strong desire to build a better life and to go to college. And I couldn't see that happening in Puerto Rico. So in June 27 of 2010, I called my brother, who was already living here in Cleveland, Ohio, and I asked him what was his input of me coming to live with him. He told me, well, the doors of my house will always be open for you. So I sold my biggest possession, a 1998 Toyota Corolla, and with tears in my eyes, I bought a one-way plane ticket to what is now my home, Cleveland, Ohio. About a year after living in Cleveland, I met the love of my wife, Lynette Figueroa, and we were married a year later. And now we have two beautiful children, a girl named Misaelis Gide, and a boy named Abdiel Elian, who's over there screaming. After a few years of marriage, my wife and I had a serious discussion about our educational goals. We committed our goals to paper, and we divided our house chores and children responsibilities to make time for school and studying. My short-term goal was to become a firefighter and a paramedic. I selected Tri-C because of the kindness and support that I have received from the beginning when I enrolled to the EMT program to now as I finished the paramedic program. I received from the beginning when I enrolled, I say this because always my biggest challenges has been the language. But although the language has been a barrier, the hard work that I have put in have never been unnoticed. When I was accepted in the fire academy, they were very honest with me. I remember that an instructor told me, "You're a very smart guy, and regardless to your language barriers, I will still do everything I can to help you succeed and achieve your degree." Those words coming from a complete stranger impacted my life. Tri-C has not only been a college for me. Tri-C instructor and staff have been motivators, counselors, developer, cheerleaders, and a moment when I thought that I couldn't keep going and finish college, they held me up and helped me get through it. I'm proud to share that while I was working a full-time, was a husband and a father of two, I was able to accomplish my short-term goal of completing Tri-C's EMT program as well as the fire academy, and we'll finish the paramedic program this year in December, meaning that I have accomplished my 5-year goal only in 2.5 years. I'm also employed as an EMT for Donald Martins & Sons, and I've noticed that the knowledge of knowing English have come in handy in the job. Next my next goal is to take the City of Cleveland firefighter exam and hopefully become a full-time firefighter. My biggest influence in this journey is actually not a person. Although many people have supported me, my biggest influence is the place where I came from, the drug, the poverty, the price that my sister and I had to pay without having parents, and the people that said that I was not gonna that I was not going to amount much in life. Every time I feel like I cannot do something, I look back and I remember where I came from and where I am now. And I remember that with goals, hard work, the right attitude, and support, I could be successful not only in my education, but also in my life as a role model for my children and provider for my family. Lastly, I would like to thank the foundation of AT&T and all donors of the Hispanic Scholarship Funds. Because of your support, I have been able to leave a factory job for my job in the field that hopefully will become my dream job as a first responder. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. And little Jose over there. We heard you too. In our line of work, my colleague Sylvia Royal and I communicate with all types of students on a daily basis. Some have outstanding GPAs, some are very engaged on campus or in their communities, and some have an unwavering commitment to their education. Our next student essentially has all of these attributes rolled into one, and that student is Emma Macias. But Emma is also very honest, and she will share with you that life is not always fair, that sometimes you need to accept what you can't control and work hard to change those things that you can. Please help me welcome Emma Macias.
Good afternoon. Hello, my name is Emma Macias, and I am a sophomore here at Tri-C studying nursing. I was born in León, Mexico, but when I was around 6 years old, my parents moved our entire family to the United States for better educational and career opportunities for their 4 children. So I basically grew up in Ohio, and over time, discovered that my parents were right about opportunity in America. If you are willing to do your part, and go for it. As a lover of sports, I was able to take advantage of the athletic opportunities available to me in high school and played for both the soccer and softball teams. Although I always had good grades, I discovered early on that being an athlete also had its educational benefits in terms of scholarship opportunities. By the time I graduated from Harvey High School, I was named valedictorian and had a total of 9 academic and athletic scholarships under my belt to start my next educational journey. Being the first in my family to attend college, I had to rely on many others to help me in navigating the college process, which was somewhat intimidating. I selected Tri-C because of its affordability and because Tri-C was interested in me playing for their softball team, which I did end up signing up for. Being on the team was some of the most memorable moments of my life. I got to meet great new people who today are close friends. I got to travel to different states, see different sights, and eat different foods. I was playing a game I loved with coaches that helped me improve my skills and people that meant a lot to me. When you're part of a team and all that goes with it, like practices and games, it is easy to lose sight of your grades. So I always made it a point to remember why I was at college to begin with and why my parents made such sacrifices to provide me with this opportunity in the first place. Thankfully, my grades qualified me for the all-academic conference, dean's list, and highest GPA on the team. I took some harassment from the team on that last one, but I was grateful to have made my parents very proud. Unfortunately, alongside the celebration of accomplishments, I sometimes find myself experiencing moments of great sadness when I think of all the family that we left behind in Mexico. I wish my aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents could be here for family picnics, parties, and graduations like so many others around me. But that is not the case to be, especially with all the politics surrounding immigration today. Sometimes I miss my extended family so deeply it hurts. But when things get tough, I think about my parents and everything they gave up to come to America to work in the factory so that hopefully their daughters will never have to do so. When I get down academically or personally, I remind myself that if I ever were to give up, all the sacrifices my parents made would be for nothing. That's when I get back up and wipe my tears, because it is so important for me to let them know that it was worth it. So to the donors here today, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support, because without it, I wouldn't be able to follow my dream of becoming a nurse someday. And to all the scholarship recipients here today, my advice to all of you is to never give up, because life will never stop presenting you with challenges. Remember why you started college in the first place. Remember that even if you are not an athlete, you still have a team in your family, friends, or mentors at the college that are cheering you on from the sidelines every day. Remember that whether your season is good or bad, the most important thing is to always finish strong. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. In addition to hearing from our current students, we thought it was equally important for our scholarship recipients to also hear from a recent graduate, to see for themselves that our students who stay committed complete their education and move on to bigger and better things. Our graduate speaker this year is Harry Quinones. Harry was a Hispanic scholarship recipient for the 2 years that he spent at Tri-C, and he is what I would kindly call a bulldog. He goes after what he wants with confidence. He is not afraid to take risks, learns from his mistakes, and makes it a point to get engaged in as much as his schedule will allow. There is no question that Harry's mantra of work hard, get involved, network, repeat has paid off for him. Please help me welcome Harry Quinones.
Make it a little bit higher. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Harry Quinones, and I'm speaking to you today as a proud graduate. I received my Associate of Arts from Tri-C this past May, so I was in your shoes not too long ago. Growing up on the west side of Cleveland, my parents wanted a better education for my sister and me. And because of this, they registered me at Lakewood High. Going to school in Lakewood meant I had to get up early every morning, and my mother had to drive me. It also kept me from my close circle of friends who attended school in Cleveland. Now, as an adult, I understand their reasoning behind their decision, and I am so grateful for that. There is no question in my mind that I would have received a better education in the suburbs than I would have received in the inner city. In fact, I learned a lot about entrepreneurship. And I consider myself a young entrepreneur to this day. While in high school, I started 2 different businesses. One was an Instagram business, which I lost my entire savings to. And another business was a sandwich stand in the West Side Market, which unfortunately also never came to be. But I'm not bitter. As I look back on these events, I truly believe these outcomes were necessary. They brought me to my next steps, which were attending Tri-C and majoring in business. I chose to attend Tri-C for a number of reasons, one of which was affordability. Second reason was because my sister also graduated from Tri-C. And the third reason was because I was fortunate enough to receive several scholarships to Tri-C, thanks to our donors. I became an active member of both the Hispanic Council and the Mendel Scholars Academy. And just this was the biggest blessing that I've ever received. I made wonderful connections, many friendships, and amazing memories over the course of the last 2 years. None of my academic or personal accomplishments could have ever been possible without the love and support of my parents and sister. After the economic downturn in San Juan, Puerto Rico, my parents left professional jobs to work factory jobs in Cleveland. Even though they both worked multiple jobs, they always took their work responsibility very seriously, whether they were cleaning toilets or delivering yellow pages door to door. My sister also did more than her part in helping the family out. Since my parents had to work so much, my sister was always the one by my side looking after me. There's no doubt that my sister and I received our strong work ethic and commitment to family thanks to our parents. And now that Tri-C has helped me build a solid foundation, I look forward to attending CSU this fall, where I have received a full scholarship to CSU's Honors College, majoring in business administration. Thank you. I would also like to share some great news. My family is currently helping me purchase a building which will be the future home of my new coffee bar upon graduation from CSU. And after that is up and running well, I see myself opening a Puerto Rican restaurant next. In being an entrepreneur, I also see myself mentoring other Hispanics who might want to become entrepreneurs. And I see my business bringing jobs, excellent coffee, and amazing service to the community, our community. As I leave here today, my advice for any student here who has ever considered quitting is don't. It is a blessing that we are even in college right now. As we sit here today, there are Hispanics traveling on the roof of trains, walking through deserts, and putting their life in danger in order to have the same opportunity that we all have in this room. To my fellow Puerto Ricans, we are blessed to have U.S. citizenship, so please do not take that for granted, as it is our duty to support our brothers and sisters from all over Latin America, because we are all in this together. Together, we can accomplish extraordinary things. I want to thank my parents sitting here today, and most importantly, I would like to thank God. Thank you all, and good luck to all of you. Please come visit me in the future.
I wish there was a button that we could move this thing up and down. As some of you already know, we sadly and unexpectedly lost a very special student last month, Jamie Cedeno. Jamie was actually our student speaker at last year's scholarship luncheon. Honestly, there is not enough time on this earth to talk about what a beautiful soul Jamie was, how smart she was, how involved on campus and in her community she was, and how she lived every day to the fullest, really. I wanted to share a short quote that I believe expresses the feelings of many who had the honor of knowing Jamie. And it says, "Goodbyes hurt the most when the story was not finished. We will all miss Jamie deeply and her zest for life. And in honor of Jamie's memory, I would like to bring back Megan O'Brien to the podium for a special announcement."
Thank you. So last year, I was among us, and I had the honor to hear from Jamie when she told her remarkable story of perseverance, determination, and resilience. She inspired all of us at that time to be stronger and more hopeful than we were before we entered the room. From that time, Jamie went on to share her story with foundation donors, board members, introducing to them how powerful Tri-C can be for a student like Jamie. Her light was extinguished far too soon, and all of us in the college family are saddened by this loss. But Jamie's words of wisdom remain with us today, her message of hope for the future. So on behalf of the Tri-C Foundation and the college, it's my pleasure to announce a special scholarship. It's a Student Excellence Scholarship in memory of Jamie Cedeno Guerrero. Students considered for this award meet the following criteria: a GPA of 3.0 or higher. They must be a member of the Hispanic Council, and they must have exhibited outstanding leadership skills on campus or in the community. And certainly, these are just some of the qualities that Jamie represented. So the first recipient of this award we're going to announce today, and it is Jerica Cedeno Guerrero. Jerica, can you please join us? Wanna go over here?
A final congratulations to all our scholarship recipients today, and many thanks again and again to our donors. And it's our tradition, if all our scholarship recipients could please come up to the stage for our group picture, that would be terrific. Congratulations to all of you. Have a beautiful weekend, everyone. Thank you.